WEFM, the new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Alrighty, so we are back with you for the second segment of our commentary with Lyf. And yeah, just I guess there's another thing that he wanted to touch on, so we will do so now.
Yeah, as I was saying at this start, the world continues to be in turmoil because of policies by the United States. We saw recently someone sent me a link where ICE agents were trying to enter the Ecuador consulate in the United States. This is something that is like totally forbidden. You cannot enter another country's consulate. A country's consulate is like the country itself.
And this is legit? Because this just sounds so far-fetched.
Yeah, it's legit. I was sent the link by someone. I was reading through the story. I was like, oh, is that crazy? The person who was inside the consulate was telling the agent, you cannot enter here. You're not supposed to be here. And he said, oh, if you touch me, I will grab you. And you know what I mean? That kind of way. It's just really crazy.
If you could go into another country and kidnap the leader of the country, you can also
you could go into the consulate.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
In case persons think that I'm being literal, I'm using US logic. No, not US. Trump logic. All right. That's Trump logic that I'm using before anybody take me too serious.
I saw the article. Someone sent me that, and then they seem they're also aiding. Well, this is the part that is very interesting, right? They're helping Ecuador to attack the whole drug system in that country, the cocaine trafficking shipment in that country. They're helping them. They're not sending their soldiers to fight the war. They're supporting the local soldiers to go and disrupt the drug supply. So they're not putting their soldiers in harm's way. They're supporting them. Nothing wrong with helping them to try to eliminate that threat. But they're not sending their soldiers into that. We saw I read another. This one is really disturbing. An Iranian ship that went to India to take part in maritime exercises with the Indian Navy. Like several countries send ships to India to take part in this maritime exercise. The ships are not allowed to be armed with any sort of weapons, because they go in there for maritime exercises. And America blocked the ship in India waters, killed a lot of soldiers, and there were 32 soldiers. There were 32 sailors in the water, and the Americans left them to drown. They were rescued by the Navy of another country. And all of these things are 100% against international law and maritime law. And part of the article said, even the Nazis, when they would blow up ships during World War II or World War I, whichever one it was, they would rescue the people that were in the water. Because that's not a precedent that you want to set, right? Because you don't want, when the enemy blow up your ship, they leave your sailors to drown. So they said even the Nazis would rescue the drowning sailors. I don't know what would be the outcome of them. Maybe if they are prisoners of war, if they were eventually killed in some camp somewhere. But that was put there, and the ship was in Indian waters. It was blown up by apparently by an American submarine, and the people died. And if left to drown, this was defenseless. The ship was basically defenseless. So I don't understand, how is it that these things are like they're just happening, and nobody can tell the United States anything. Basically, they're just a world power that they just do anything they feel like. Again, we saw Trump laughing at the fishermen being frightened to leave. You know, we saw them securing their own interests in Venezuela first, and now they're looking to make deals with Guyana and Trinidad in relation to oil. You know, Yeah, so they basically secure their interests and they just destabilize the Middle East, Iran, which the oil supplies. Now, what I wanted to say to is that it seems to me like if organizations and countries are some of them realize that they're in dire financial straits in relation to the economy. So some of these organizations and countries are already using this as a way to like cop out and say, well, you know, go ahead. You were saying something? Hello?
Okay, like no,
Mm-hmm.
we have to internal.
I can't hear. It's like lagging. Hello? Hello?
Try again.
You hearing me? Hello? Hello?
Okay, so
Hello?
we. Let me see. Hi, you hearing us in real time?
I hearing you now, yeah. I hearing you. I'm hearing,
Okay,
but
all
it's
right, go
lagging.
ahead then.
You hearing me? You all hearing me? What's the last thing you all heard?
Yes.
What's the last thing you all heard?
Cop out.
Yeah, it seems like if the countries are taking a cop out using the whole world situation to cop out in relation to the failing economies and some of the financial goals that they might not realize now. So during the week, the CDB had the annual press conference during the week, right? And the CDB says, the president is, for those who don't know, the CDB is the Caribbean Development Bank, and the president is Daniel Best. And Daniel Best said in his presentation during the press conference, even before recent global turbulence intensified, the Caribbean Development Bank projected that between 2024 and 2033, the Caribbean will require US $65.2 billion in gross financing to prevent economic stagnation. Right? So basically, with that statement in my mind, he's basically saying, listen, the CDB here to help now, but we can't help all you too much now. We could only do what we could do. So and then he says even before global turbulence, right? And we see a lot of countries already saying, well, you know, we're going to have a fallout from the Iran thing. We might not be able to do this. We might not be able to do this. We're going to have fallout from the Venezuela thing. We might not be able to do this. We might not be able to do this. And the CDB is no different. They say even before the global turbulence, right? The Caribbean itself would need between 2024 and 2033, $65.2 billion to prevent economic stagnation. So they're basically saying, wow, we can't help everybody right now, so we only do what we can. And then it goes on to say, and that figure could double when
we would, because Lyf's still there talking.
Oh, okay, I mean, okay.
Lyf,
well, I guess.
Yeah. No, we can't hear you. Right. So we will cut it short for today, but I want for you to bring it back up on Monday because.
Okay, no problem.
This morning, have a great weekend. All right. So yes, I'm sending you the thumbs up. You might see it after the fact, but I'm sending you the thumbs up too. All right. So have a great weekend and we catch you back on Monday. All righty. So folks, we apologize that we have to cut that part of the segment short, but we're